Hey everybody, Craig Valine here, host of the upcoming Pasadena Small Business Success Summit. Today we tried to do a Facebook Live with our keynote speaker, Jim Palmer, the Dream Business Coach, and we had some technical difficulties, so I was not able to interview him like I wanted to, but Jim was smart enough to go ahead and self-interview. So what you're about to watch is Jim Palmer talking about his role and what he's going to be talking about at the upcoming Pasadena Small Business Success Summit. Again, it's going to happen on June 14th, Thursday, and that's less than 2 weeks away. So enjoy Jim. Jim is a dear friend of mine. He's my business coach. I've known him for years, and I think you're really going to love what he has to say. So go ahead and watch him now, and I'll see you at the summit, June 14th in Pasadena, www.pasadenasummit.com. Go ahead and watch Jim now.
Craig just texted me and said, go ahead and do my self-interview. All right, folks. Huh? I think that's what we're going to do. So, hey, everybody, I am Captain Jim Palmer, the Dream Business Coach, and I run the Dream Business Mastermind and Coaching Program. I run an event called Dream Business Academy, and it is my pleasure to be here. Actually, it's well into my lunch hour, and I'm hangry because of all the technical glitches. But let me go ahead and share. I know what Craig was going to ask me, and I'll try and share a few things. Want to know a little bit about my backstory. So I started my first business in 2001. I grew that to multiple six figures after being unemployed for almost a year and a half and having cancer. And then I kind of reached a plateau because I really figured out the difference between an entrepreneur and a small business owner, and that is I was the chief cook and bottle washer doing everything in the business. And I was like working 80 hours a week doing everything, and I knew I just couldn't keep doing that. And then as luck or fate would have it, I met somebody who introduced me to Dan Kennedy. I started learning about the whole new psycho-cybernetics, Think and Grow Rich. I discovered leverage. I discovered the whole online marketing world. I invested in the late Corey Rudel's program, and I launched in 2007 my first internet business called No Hassle Newsletters. I actually grew that to, we had thousands of patients, thousands of clients in 9 different countries were using our content and our templates. No Hassle Newsletters is still going strong today. I then created several other online businesses, No Hassle Social Media, Concierge Print and Mail on Demand, Custom Article Generator, just to name a few. Success Advantage Publishing. I have now written 12 books and a number of home study courses. Around 2009, people started asking me, well, Jim, how are you doing all that? We're trying to get our own business off the ground, and you've got like all these different businesses. And that was my first foray into coaching. I launched Dream Business Coaching Program in 2009. So I've almost 10 years into that. And so I'm really giving you a compressed story, but fast forward to about 5 years ago, I started moving into what I now call my own dream business. I didn't want to keep working all those crazy hours that every one of us has to work initially. So I said, I want to work 3 days a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I want to have Monday and Friday off because at the time we were traveling and seeing our new grandson and then our granddaughter, etc. And then we got into boating. And so anyway, I've been able to put together what I call my dream team, which is 13 VAs that help me run my various internet companies. So I concentrate 100% today. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I coach a lot of entrepreneurs and small business owners how to take their business to the next level, how to grow their dream business using what I call my $1 million platform. I'm going to share that with you at the Pasadena Summit, and a smaller version than I do at my own event, but Craig's given me a certain time limit. And so the presentation title, Craig asked me, what are you going to talk about? It's how to create a dream business and live your dream lifestyle, which just happens to be the title of my 7th book. I don't know if you can see that or not, but just say yes. That is a big mantra of mine, because I think so many entrepreneurs, when the brass ring comes by, they should grab it and go for the ride. They go, I just got to think about it. I wasn't prepared to make this decision. I don't know if I'm going to do this. Let me go ask 64 other people. Let me run it up the flagpole and see who salutes. And next thing you know, opportunity goes fleeting by. So we're going to talk about how to just say yes, create your dream business and live your dream lifestyle. And see, Craig was asked me to talk about what were some of the major stumbling blocks for me and what are some of the stumbling blocks for entrepreneurs today. I'm seeing see Jim Palmer speak. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I thought Craig was telling me to do something. So Craig, I'm not going to pay attention to your comments. You keep posting. I'm just going to go, man. I'm going to go as if you are interviewing me in your classic Craig style. Okay. So the major stumbling blocks there's two things really. There's strategy and then there's mindset, and you can never take mindset out of it. In reality, if you have two people, two entrepreneurs, choose your profession, choose your niche. Let's just say, dentists, copywriters, it doesn't matter. And you spend 1 year perfecting that craft, and the other one spends a year perfecting his image and his brand and his marketing. This one over here is going to far out earn. So it's really not about the deliverable in your business. If your whole MO is to become very, very good, in fact, the best at what you do, and you think that's going to be the key to a high income, you're going to be sorely mistaken, because it's really about who you are and not what you do. So it really is about the branding. But the other reason mindset comes in is because a lot of people have trouble. They struggle with claiming that territory. You know, when I was in the newsletter business, and then when I founded No Hassle Newsletters, and I created the newsletter guru, I just self-anointed myself. Fact of the matter is, I never went to college for desktop publishing, self-taught. I'm not a very good writer. That's why I employ very, very skilled editors. So take my ideas and make me sound smart. And so I took what were perceived weaknesses or not strengths, and I buffed up in those areas, if that makes sense. But I also had to be okay with putting myself out there and playing a very big game. Today, I mean, I could just call myself a business coach. There's a lot of business coaches, small business coach, whatever. I call myself the Dream Business Coach because I help people create their dream business. I created the Dream Business Academy, Dream Business Mastermind and Coaching Program, all these dream business things. And that is the stake in the ground that I've claimed. And that makes me more appealing because of that brand and that marketing. So anyway, the two biggest hurdles that I think are having a brand that is going to be very, very attractive to prospective customers or clients or patients, whatever, we'll just use the word customers. And then also having the mindset, and mindset actually transfer farther south in your body to having the cojones to actually go out there and put a stake in the ground and claim your bigger territory. So let's see. Craig was also going to ask me what I've been doing for the last 4 or 5 years, blah, blah, blah. I've been coaching for 10 years. So I've sort of shared some of that with you. You know, Craig asked me to address some of the uncertainty in the economy and in small business and entrepreneurship in general. And I think that, you know, sometimes in life and business, you know, we pick our heads up from a busy day, and all we've done is look at how busy we've been. And busyness does not translate into productivity. It certainly doesn't translate into a healthier bank account. So there really has to be some major focus. That's another challenge that a lot of entrepreneurs have, is the letting go and building what I've done, which is the dream team. Now, I have writers, I have designers, I have people that update the websites and the membership site. I have a project manager that oversees the whole team using different software. I don't have to lay a finger on that. Now, granted, I worked very, very hard to put that team in place. But the other way that I've worked hard, and it's not easy, I totally get it, is that I had to figure out a system for myself so that I'm comfortable letting go and focusing only on high revenue generating activities, which is what I do when I focus on coaching my clients and growing my dream business. So one of the things I'm going to be sharing with you at Craig's event when we're talking about how to grow your dream business is like where you are now and where do you need to be and how do you get there quicker. People have a lot of hangups. The number one hangup that most people have is they want to slow walk it. They're just not comfortable going fast because if you're running somewhere and it's like you don't know what's up ahead of you, but if you're walking, it's much safer, right? But you know what? Dream businesses are built with speed and they're built with risk. People that are not risk averse definitely grow higher incomes. There's one more thing. This is so much harder when you're not being interviewed to just come up with this. But there's one thing that I think a lot of people stumble with is how to generate a really high income. And that is, if you were to look at most people that have a multiple 6-figure or 7-figure income, It's most often because they've kind of cobbled together different revenue streams. That's part of what makes a dream business, is multiple streams of revenue. I mean, you will always have your core business. Let's say if you're going to earn $1 million, your core business might produce half a million, or maybe 600,000. You might have another two businesses that do another 100,000 each. You might have four businesses doing 50 grand each, and you have something that's just fun that generates 30 grand, whatever. All those businesses together generate a very healthy income. So it's one of the things I've been able to do. I have multiple streams of revenue that run. The other reason multiple streams of revenue are good, by the way, is that business is always seasonal or cyclical, and as one business goes down, another one can usually carry the load. So I've asked Craig to give me an hour. I hope that's enough time. I really want to do a lot. Now, here's one thing I want to share about Craig. And when I was kicking and screaming and trying to get my freaking microphone to work, I heard Craig telling a little bit of the story. So Craig, about I don't know, is it 4 weeks or 6 weeks ago now, said, "Hey Jim, I know you don't get off your boat much. I know you don't like to travel and go into airports, and frankly, who would want to get off that beautiful boat," he said to me, "but would you come out and speak at my event?" And there's only a handful of people that I would actually not even think about. I said, "Sure, Craig, I'll do that for you." And I said, "When is it?" And he goes, "June 14th. And I said, "That date sounds familiar." He goes, "I know, it's your birthday." I said, "Craig, it's not just my birthday. It's my 60th birthday. It's not 57 or 59 or 42. It's 60, Craig." He goes, "Jim, I'm really sorry. I already rented the room. Please come." And I said, "All right, I'm going to come." So anyway, we're going to have a great time. I'm really excited to meet I hope we pack that room. And I'll tell you what, I've been promoting the heck out of this event because, first of all, I think it's an amazing event. But think of it, my good friend and personal mindset coach Melanie Benson's going to be there. Carmen Torres is a great friend, super talented. I don't know the other three speakers, but knowing Craig, you got like 7 really top quality speakers, people with a lot of experience, and you can go to this event. Right now, I think the price is $67. It's either $67 or $97, but in either case, I've schooled Craig. It's way too cheap for this much value. But you can go to this entire event all day long for $67, and Craig's going to feed you lunch. I mean, where are you going to do that? I want to give you a little piece of advice as someone who used to be a seminar junkie, not so much anymore because I don't like leaving my floating home. But when you go there, don't bring this giant notebook and write word for word what every speaker says and then think you're going to categorize it and somehow all the good stuff's going to rise up and then you're going to find you don't do that. The most you want to do is at the end of the day when you leave the Pasadena Small Business Success Summit is you want to have 1, 2, or maybe 3, all right, maybe 4 really elegant ideas that you can go implement in your business right away. Not taking for anything from the other speakers. I'm sure they're going to pack the room, and I'm going last, so maybe you'll have your 4. But I will tell you, in the hour presentation that I'm going to do 2 weeks from yesterday on the 14th, I am going to give you some actionable things that you can actually do in your business today. I'm going to share with you pretty much as I can of the blueprint of what I call the $1 million platform, which is how I've built so many successful businesses. It's what I teach my VIP coaching clients today. So I'm going to lay that out for you. And I'm also going to do some challenging because honestly, we can all be challenged. The only way that I have the business that I have today, I get to live the lifestyle that I get to live today is because people got in my face. In fact, I don't know how many people are watching this or will watch it on the replay and how many people were there. There's something I usually only share with my clients. I call it my most embarrassing moment as an entrepreneur. And I mean, this is something that happened to me many years ago. And I'm telling you, I don't know about you, when you get embarrassed, my face turned beet red. I was horribly embarrassed. I was called out for being, well, I'm not going to tell you the whole story, but if you decide to come, and if enough people are warm and inviting, and if I feel welcomed on stage, I might share it with this group. But you got to mention that you saw me on this interview or in something I said made you come to the event. And if when I get there and we meet, you say, "Jim, I saw you on the telecast. I want you to come. I came here to hear you. I want you to share your most embarrassing moment. My day will not be complete without it." I'll tell you what, this most embarrassing moment, my personal most embarrassing moment as an entrepreneur, was the turning point in my business. That's when my revenue started going like this to going like this. So I think that's it. Craig sent me a list of questions he was going to ask me. But anyway, Last couple words of advice, go. Final 2 words of advice, be there. $67 is a ridiculous investment. For heaven's sakes, Craig, next time it should be $197. But today it's $67. Make sure you go there. Please come up and see me. I'm going to have a few of my books there if you want to avail yourself of some books. But it's going to be great fun. We're going to really, really rock the place out. It's going to be an amazing day for a lot of people. And I look forward to being there. And I really miss Craig. Craig, I cannot believe your microphone wouldn't work. I'm really going to have to talk to you about getting better equipment. All right, folks. Hey, listen, I am Captain Jim Palmer, the Dream Business Coach. I really look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks. And hey, post a comment on this group. If you watch this or on the replay or anything about that, let me know that. Let me know you saw it, and even slightly looking forward to seeing me. That would make me feel better about flying all the way around the country on my birthday. All right, Craig, I hope that worked for you. I hope that works for everybody, and I'll check you later. Have a great weekend, everybody. Take care.